Alright, so if I remember correctly, over here was where I was supposed to go to. Oh, since we're on the way, let's hit this guy.
Just go away!
How's this?
Oh shit!
I gotta try and keep up. Who's next?
We finished them off.
Alright, anyways, let's map some of our new arts. So Yuri. Oh, I can map the right stick too? Okay, so the first 4 are on the left stick. So right here we are going to put Destructor, Fuel, Base Art, send a shockwave crashing to the ground, speed changes depending on the distance between the enemy. We'll put that up, and then on this one we will go Arcane Art, strike the ground and hit the enemy with the force from your weapon, Crushing Eagle. That's all of them? I thought we just learned a new one. It could have been one of the Crushing. Sonic Dog. Surge shockwaves toward the enemies. Fang, Punishing Fang. Base Art, Spinside Base Art, steal an item from... Oh, now this is the dog, that's why. Yeah, so these are the different characters. Thievery, First Aid. Oh, so is it saying that I can put one of her things under my shortcuts? That's cool. Nice aid. Write a formula on the ground with your weapon, restores a small amount of hit points to allies within range. That's for Carol. She has Splash. Base Art, make enemies lose their footing, uses the incantation Phi. Base Art, your grace sends the enemy flying, uses the magical incantation Rudolph. Now I'm not going to fuck around with theirs, not yet. Obviously I should in the end. But I'm not going to do that shit yet. I'm just going to... Yeah, all of these dudes are on auto. Although, let's take fucking... Throw a power hammer that knocks the enemy silly. Stab and slice an enemy, then bounce him off your shield. Cure 1 ally of all physical ailments. Now this will temporarily increase P defense of 1 ally. Resist. Sharpness. Increase P attack. First aid. Alright. Let's get these guys.
Don't get sloppy.
So there's obviously a lot more depth to the characters than no, not to the characters. Well, there is a lot more depth to characters coming up, obviously. But I misspoke, that's not what I wanted to say. There's a lot more depth to the fighting, or the combat system, than I have really explored.
Don't get sloppy.
I mean, you can really, there's a lot of customization. You know, you can really, like, customize. See, let's see if I can, there we go. Oh, let's go with this guy.
I feel like an easy win.
Don't get careless. Take We're done.
I feel like an easy win.
Wait a second, let me see something.
Don't get cocky. Wonderful.
Ah, okay. Alright. So if I map... When I map the arts buttons to the left stick, I have to hit the direction on that stick as well as the A button. But then when I was hitting the...
Weaker?
When I map it to the right stick, I only have to hit the direction and then push down on the stick.
Wonderful.
Because obviously they figure, you know, it'll be hard to hit the right stick and another button. Because, you know, your hand does not work that way. Which is good. It's smart.
Man.
Because when I first started to try and do the ones in the right stick, I was bringing my hand over to, from here over to here and using this hand to hit the button, which is very cumbersome. So, I mean, I don't know.
This is easy. Don't let him trip you up.
I don't know how, like, smart it is of me to talk about controls with you in this game, because obviously you're not playing the game, like I'm the one playing the game. But I figure, why not try and give you guys the full experience, you know? I've watched a lot of Let's Plays and been interested, like, how the game's controlled. So, I figure I'll try and, like, bring you guys along for the ride.
You want revenge?
I don't know. I mean, there's the aspect of treating the game like a movie, you know. You just want to go along for the adventure. You don't want to see, like, any behind the scenes or anything like that. But then there are people who want, like, who are curious about it, but for whatever reason they can't play it. Like, you know, I'm not rich, so I can understand fucking, you know, not being able to afford a video game a new video game every week or every month even. So, you know, I've had to resort to fucking watching Let's Plays at times when I can't get a new game. So there's no shame in not being able to afford a new game. You know, I see on the internet that people like it's $50 or it's even like discounted game. It's $20, you cheap fucker, or something like that.
Don't let him trip you
And
up.
it's just like, dude. You know, a lot of people, especially in this economy, it's difficult. Especially because video games aren't $20. Well, they are, but I mean, there's console price, like if it's a console game. There's you know, controller price, accessories, you know, if you need any of that stuff. Like, there's some games on the Wii U that I want to play, but it's like I need a Pro Controller, and so now even if I get the game for on sale, it's like, dude, that game is still going to be an extra $50. Like, I'll tell you, I want to get Wind Waker HD, the remake. So I'm waiting for it to be on sale. Maybe we're trying to pick up like a used copy, but it's like a used copy. When it's on sale, it's still $30, but I also have to get a Wii Pro controller or a Wii Classic controller if I want to play on it, unless I want to use the gamepad.
Let's get this over with.
So the Wii controllers are like $40, $50. So if the game is like, you know, another 40, then that makes the game, for me to play the game, actually $80. I mean, obviously, the controller it's a good investment if I'm going to be playing a lot on the Wii U. But still, I mean, $80 is $80. Like, you know, it's purely, you know, it's purely just for fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't benefit, you know, other aspects of my life. You know, it's like going on a date. You go on a date, it's social, but you're also, you know, going somewhere to eat, so you're also, you know, eating for the night. So it's kind of like two birds, one stone. It's like it's an event for that night, so it's entertainment, but you're also filling your stomach. Whereas with games, it's just purely, you know, entertainment. You know, fucking, when I cook with Yuri, he doesn't also cook me a sandwich. So I have to make sure that I have enough to fucking feed myself in addition to purchasing a game. Obviously, this is fucking, you know, standard stuff. Everybody knows this stuff. But so that's why I never fault somebody for never having enough money. I fault people for being absurdly cheap. Like, I know people in my life who will just fucking, who will be like, you know, near millionaires, but who will pinch like pennies and eat garbage just because they don't want to, like, you know. I've had people who,
Guess we can do this.
at work, who you know are not struggling, like, stiff me on the tip when I order food for the group of us. And it's just like people that are struggling more have to pay your share just because you're being absurdly cheap. I don't know. So that I fault people for.
That'll be 100 years before.
But I don't fault people for not having enough. I know the world is difficult. I mean, fucking, there are things you'll learn about me that are, you know, that are difficult. I mean, that's, I don't really want to, like, get into it now, but I have some health issues that cost a lot of money. So, like, I don't have, you know, I don't have a lot of money to, you know, to really drop. Obviously, to a lot of people, it's going to seem like I have a lot of consoles and stuff. But everything I have, I thoroughly research to get the lowest price. So I'm not one who's just like, you know what? I'm in the mood for this, like, I'm gonna fucking drop a lot of money on it.
Don't get careless.
Everything I purchase, I thoroughly research. Like, I remember one time, I was talking with an ex-girlfriend, and I was, actually there are two examples I'll bring up. I was talking with an ex-girlfriend, and I was purchasing a router.
All right.
So, just like, if anybody that doesn't know, a router is something that you hook up to your internet modem, so that you can connect like multiple computers and all of that stuff. You know, multiple computers, multiple users can log in and use the internet. So I was doing extensive research in order to get the best deal, in order to get the best router, and all of that stuff. And she was like, dude, I just fucking picked the first one that I saw. And it was like, alright. You can do it that way. I mean, her internet was fine. But I always try and maximize, you know, maximize the quality that I get, and maximize, you know, or minimize the amount that I pay. That's just a you know, a thing of mine. But the second example that I wanted to bring up is that I was trying to buy a backpack, and I was really like spending a lot of time looking at the selection and, you know, trying to pick out the one that I like, and, you know, really going into it, you know, like looking at the features that they have and trying to pick out one that was the best one that I figured, you know, and to maximize my money again. And she was taken aback. She was actually she was very patient with me. I'm not trying to say like she was one of those people who was like, oh, hurry up. She was very patient with me. She was a good kid.
Let's get this over with.
Kid makes it seem like I'm a pedophile. She was fucking like 1 or 2 years younger than me, so I'm not getting any ideas. I just refer to people as kids. But yeah, she was a good lady, a good girl. No, I think once you're my age, you become more of a lady than a girl.
100 years before.
No, but so she was very patient with me, so I'm not trying to say anything negative towards her. There are no negative connotations when it comes to her. But yeah, so my point being is that I do fucking extensive research to get
Don't get in my way.
the best that I can and to get the lowest price. And you know, sometimes I'll spend like 3 days making a decision on a $20 item.
There's no
people-
way you could win.
Some people don't understand it. It's like, dude, just buy it. Like, I have people at work who will just like sit there and like who will ask me about like two different $5 items, which one's the better one. And at times I'm just like, dude, just buy it and try it out. You can always like return it. And that, sometimes I think that you have to do. But when it comes to like a game or like a system, that I'll do like a lot of research on. But when it comes to like trying a new soda or something,
It's not a bad humming.
that you can't, like, I can't explain whether or not you're gonna like a soda. It's just like, dude, you're gonna have to try it yourself. I can give you guidelines on what it's gonna taste like. I can tell you if I like it, but I'm not gonna be able to really tell you if you're gonna like it. I mean, I can tell you if something tastes like Dr. Pepper, and if you don't like Dr. Pepper, then you're probably not gonna like the soda. But I'm not gonna give you 100% accurate on whether or not you're gonna like the soda.
We can't lose.
Alright, you see, now this is what grinding does to me now. Grinding and just fucking... It just... I'm straight up having a lengthy conversation with myself. This is why...
Wonderful.
This is why fucking... I don't know. This is why, like, grinding is kind of... It's weird for me, because I'm not...
We're done.
I've grown accustomed to just fucking talking to myself, like when I get bored. Because I spent a lot of time alone, you know. I live alone, thankfully. I don't really care for roommates. You know, obviously it's a good financial decision. Roommates. So if I had like a really close like friend,
Don't get in my way.
you know, who like wasn't involved with like a girl or something like that, or you know, a man even, you know, I'm not trying to segregate. I'm just saying if I had somebody that would be an ideal roommate for me, then maybe I would think more towards a roommate. But a lot of my friends are at that age where they're, you know, marrying off or at least moving in with a girl or man, a significant other.
We
So
finish them off.
yeah, so my point being, I spend a lot of time alone. So sometimes when you're just in your apartment by yourself, you just start talking to
This
yourself.
looks easy.
Don't get careless.
It's partially why I'm doing this. You know, fucking, I talk to myself anyways.
Did it, Rita?
Like, it helps me work through problems, it helps me, you know, it keeps me company. Like, you know, at one point I was working fucking
This looks
probably
easy.
50, 55
Don't let
hour
him trip
weeks.
you up.
And so, when you're like by yourself doing the work after everybody's fucking gone home, or everybody's off doing something else, if you can keep yourself company, it's a great trait,
Oh, flickering blaze.
you know, because if you're your own best friend, it makes like living life a lot easier. Like, I have legit friends that have to be with somebody else. Like, they can't stand being alone
You
in
want
their own
revenge?
company. So work, when they work by themselves, is just extremely painful for them. Because it's like, dude, I need to be fucking around my friends, or I need to be this and this. It's just like, that sucks for you, because now every time you work it by yourself, it's just going to be agony for you. So, I mean, anyways, these are massive tangents that I'm going off on.
This looks easy. Don't let him trip you up.
Anyways. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm still fleshing out, like, how I'm going to be doing these. So I don't know if, like, I remember one guy on the internet who makes, like, a webcomic that I like. He was like, dude, I just want to... He was talking about Let's Players. He was like, dude, I just want to see the video game. I don't want to hear about, like, your political leanings. Which I take to mean that sometimes people just want to see the game and they don't want to hear, you know... They don't want to hear about the person behind, you know, playing the game. In other words, they don't care about me. You know, I can understand that. If I just drop some racist shit right now, it's just like, well, I don't like black people. They're like, goddamn Jews cheated me again at work today. Or something like that. People would be like, whoa, buddy. Whoa, now.
Let's work together.
People would... I would... If I was like a staunch racist, would that be like... I think that would be reason for people not to watch my videos. But no, I mean, I'm not...
Finish them off.
I'm not a racist. Like, I like people of all colors. You know, I have friends of all different colors. Let me save it. It's been a while since I've saved. I mean, I do know racist people. You know, they're not people that I choose to hang out with. But there are racist people that I know. I mean, I don't live in the South, so I'm not talking like white sheet racism. Like, where, like, you know, people were straight up still lynching, like, people. Or, you know, still burning crosses or anything like that. I'm talking about just, like, you know, like, you know, trying to avoid, you know, hanging out with people of a different race. Or, like, you know, not frequenting places that the people of another race frequent or something like that. Or, like, crossing the street when, you know, there's a bunch of them. Stuff like that. So it's more like, it's covert racism. It's not like outright out on the street, like, pointing fingers, like, throwing out racial slurs.
Don't get cocky.
But yeah, I mean, I try to be open-minded, so I try not to be racist. But there's also the idea that everybody is at least slightly racist. You know, they might not be, you know, dropping racial slurs, but they're still, like, you know, deep down, when you don't even think about it, do you prefer your own race of people? Like, do you feel more comfortable? You know, like, I'm a mix of, you know, Asian and American. Although I might not look, you know, Asian, but I am 50% Asian. So it's like, do I feel more comfortable around, you know, Asian and or white people, rather than, let's use for an example, Spanish people. So, you know, maybe I think that I'm fine with, you know, the Spanish people, but deep down, if there's just like 19 of them in a crowd, am I still like, would I like subconsciously, you know, without even thinking about it, would I avoid that crowd? Would I cross that street and just, like, you know, chalk it up to, oh, you know, there's too many people on that sidewalk, it would be hard for me to get by. But in reality, I'm trying to dodge, you know, the crowd of Spanish people rather than just the crowd. You know, if it was a crowd of white people, would I just, you know, push on through? So there's a lot of that kind of subconscious racism that you have to think about too. So I don't know. I don't even know what fucking I was initially talking about. So I don't know. This has been way too much exposition for me.
It's not about how many you get.
I hope these fucking golems are giving me a lot of fucking
Could
experience.
you be any weaker?
Don't let him trip you up.
I got a little worked up.
I mean, I think it's good to show that I'm not even fucking really paying attention to the game.
This looks easy. Don't let him trip you up.
And I'm still whooping ass on these enemies. So hopefully I'll be ready to fight that boss soon
We
enough.
finished.
Like, these golems were hard when I was facing them before, and now I'm not even fucking looking at the screen and just spamming the regular attack button. And we're still doing pretty well on it. I don't know.
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
Oh, I forgot. Now that I'm in the dungeon, I have the little ring thing which I can use to stun the enemies. I don't know. I mean, I have no control over who watches my videos. You know, I'm not trying to say like I'm a big shot. You know I only got fucking like 30 views out of like 60 videos. So, but if I ever get, if I ever create more of a following, I know that I have no control over who's going to see my content. That's what happens when you put it on the internet. That's why parents always tell their kids, don't put details on the internet because you never know who's going to see it. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know who's going to see my videos. So when I talk about shit like racism, I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm not trying to fucking sway anybody's opinion. This is basically, it's just my mouth wandering because my brain right now is not occupied by this game anymore.
Don't get sloppy.
Obviously I should pay attention. But dude, I'm grinding.
Wonderful.
So, I don't know.
Resound, O cry of victory!
So yeah, so don't take my ideas like to heart. I mean, hopefully if you are racist, maybe you'll hear my experience and you'll be like, that maybe that makes me think, because I deem racism to be a negative quality in today's society. But I mean, I'm not trying to convert you. If you're a racist, you can be a racist. You don't have to be fucking a non-racist to enjoy my content. I'd like you to not be a racist just because I think racism is a negative quality and I prefer it not to be in the world. But you are you. So I'm not going to be able to change you. So what do they say now, the kids? You do you. You do you, honey. You do. I got that fucking a couple of days ago. Not the honey, but I got the you do you with the handout. And I'm like, okay. Okay. I didn't know you could do that to grown-ass men. Like, I didn't know you could do that. But okay, I will do me. I will... Whenever I hear the you do you, it constantly makes me think of like masturbation. it's just because you're in essence doing yourself, right? So when I hear the word do, there's still the connotations of like, sex. So like, yeah, I did that, I did that girl that fucking I met at the bar last night. You know, that makes me think of like, you know, they had intercourse. So when I hear "you do you," I still think about like, tell me to go fuck myself.
It'll be 100
You know,
years.
is that a masturbation joke? So when I hear that, it still makes me chuckle inside. You know, obviously, maybe my content, I should try and like, you know, class it up a little bit, not talk about masturbation so much.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Alright, what level am I at? 19. Oh. Alright, just a little bit more. Maybe I'll go for 20. Level 20, and then we'll go see if we can kick the shit out of that fucking boss over there. Let me go after these golems. Make my way down that row.
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Don't get in my way.
I gotta remember to fucking try and use items to fill the
I was just getting
TP
warmed up.
of the other 3 characters before we fight that boss. I could take them all off of fucking, you know, auto battle, which I might have to do if I don't have enough of the items, or if I don't want to use the items, because when they're on auto, like I can set it up so that they don't use their
It'll be
TP,
100
you know,
years
attacks. And that way, you know, when their TP is slightly replenished every, you know, after completing every battle,
Go away.
it'll eventually fill up. You know what I'm saying? So after every battle, they get like, you know, +4, +5 on their TP, so it refills slightly. But every battle, when they burn through, you know, 3 or 4 attacks, it slowly decreases it,
Just go away.
so that they're outweighing the replenishing that is happening. So in order to fill it up, just through sheer battle, I would have to completely take them off of. I would have to completely eliminate their ability to auto do TP attacks. So that is an option if I don't want to use the items.
Yeah,
So
I beat you
we'll-
into next week.
We'll look into that. Alright. I just defeated Golem Lane, which is this row right here. 3 golems in a row.
I feel like an easy win. Don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky.
Who's next?
That was annoying.
See if this frog guy up here. This thing makes me think of tadpoles and frogs mixed together.
Don't get sloppy.
nothing up there, right? Oh, sorry. I saw this and then I looked to right next to it on the right hand side. I thought that was a set of stairs when I saw it from like here. But now it's just part of the wall. Yeah, I'm coming for you, motherfucker. I'm coming. Not yet. Not yet. Soon, though. Soon. Let me go fucking... Can I cross here to save? No. I'm coming soon, bro. I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you. Can't remember what song that's from. As you can tell, I'm not a confident singer.
Don't get sloppy.
I got a little work to...
Alright. Still at 19? Maybe one more run through, and then I'll make my way back to the save point. Then fucking... Hopefully I'll be at 20s, and then I'll go refill my health, save, and then I will fucking... yeah, refill all my health, all my TP and everything, and then we'll go give fucking Goliath a whirl.
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
And then hopefully he doesn't kick the shit out of me again. Hopefully I can at least eke by a win. And then we can continue on with the story and the game. And then after, I'll post this video probably in its entirety, but I will post a warning that this is grinding and this is me just rambling on about weird random shit.
Oh man.
So people will be able to skip this if they want, but I don't know, we'll see. I may chop it up.
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Next week?
Yeah, bitch, I'm coming for you. Enjoy some of my fucking fire ring.
I'm gonna make you work. The cry of...
Oh, let's see if that does anything. He's dazed.
Take him out. It doesn't seem fair.
Obviously, she's never read Sun Tzu's The Art of War.
Could you be any more of a pain?
One of Sun Tzu's big things. Always look for the surprise encounter, the surprise attack.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't get cocky.
There is honor in battle, but there is also stupidity. So, always look for the advantage.
Put out your hand.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't let him trip you up.
Hey dude, these guys can kick my ass. Look at that, you just got seen for like 200 hit points, bro. So calm down.
We finished the...
like how I'm just running and it's just like boop, boop. Drive by, no, run by. There's no such thing as a run by because it fucking stops me.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't get cocky.
I'll explain what I'm chuckling about in a second.
You want revenge?
Every time, like, at work, I play with, like, a toy or, like, a scan gun or something like that. I have a tendency to, like, to turn it sideways to mimic, like, the gangster or, like, the gangbanger. Because you know how they're... You know how when you shoot a gun, let's see on the camera, you shoot it like this, but, like, it's been popularized now that, like, gangbangers, they, like, turn it to the side, so it's like that. So his ring, he obviously, like, shoots like that. It's like... What if he, like, runs by and it's just like, yo, what up? And he just fucking... The hand is tilted to the side. I don't know. Alright, so... one of us are on fucking 20. Around... Yeah, so let's fucking... Let me grab some items. Apple gel. Stirs 30%. How am I doing? Wait a second. When I make my way to the save point, does it automatically refills everything for me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, now... Oh. Forgot to save. Don't want to make that mistake. Why can I not fucking save, bro? Oh. I guess I was not properly in the hitbox of the save, you know, icon or whatever the fuck. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait a sec, let me make sure that I'm properly equipped with everything that is, you know, the best for me. Hard mail, yes. Okay, that's weaker. Good. Oh. Sorry there, Carol. Oh, nope. Brings it down. Buckler, nothing. Iron circlet, half guard, cape. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, so that was just her. Okay, so boop, there we go. Sash, chain. Oh, chain. A simple ordinary chain. Some use it as a weapon by swinging it around, but that's not what it is meant for. So wait, she's been using a sash as a weapon, made of fiber with high air conductivity, can be stretched by controlling the air pressure. So she's been using a piece of fabric as a weapon? Alright. A collection of research on spontaneous human combustion, only a few know the hidden truth. Bronze circlet, cloak. About the amber cloak. Alright, here we go. Researcher's garment. It is obviously not meant for combat, and yet it raises her magic and physical defense. So she's just been using a regular cloak. Alright. Let me, Oh. Do I have any new... Crushing you? Nope, I haven't learned any more of these. So, what about... Oh, nope. What about her? She's my healer. So let me see if I can pierce cluster, stab inside some enemy, then bounce them off your shield. So all of these are on. Hopefully she's smart enough to know to fucking to heal me first. Let me see her. What are her skill set? Evade, backstep, skills available. Wait a second. So these are fucking. What happens if I? Oh. Defend critical guard. So these are skills that my. Oh, skill already attached to weapon. No further effect available. So wait, do I have to fucking... Do I have to like... So these are things that I have to, yeah, are these like, am I equipping them now or am I de-equipping them? Oh shit, she's got a lot. Increases physical attack by 5%. Resist increases magic defense by 5. Cover while staggering, prevent being knocked down by a hit with the guard button. Increases max TP. Okay, so the SP meter is that, I guess the SP points are the maximum amount of points that they have for this stuff. So like when it says spirits, it's 3. You know, it costs 3. So it's like D&D when you have like, you know, points that you can use towards a certain level. So you can spend them, like I could have spent those 3 instead of spirits. I could have used 4 for rhythm. I think that's what I'm, you know, what's happening. Tap P repeatedly while casting spells to shorten casting time. Seems like she could use that. Decrease magic damage. Increase the spell attack by 5%. Resist. Increase magic defense strength. Ooh. I like these ones. Should I take off spirits? No, that one's good too. Magic guard. I don't know, this golem seems to be more about fucking just wailing on people. So I think I'll just do that. Yeah, so I think this is as good as we're gonna get my people.